and here we are yet again for one-ish final part of Item Collection. I mean, there is the endgame stuff. And of course, there's the Picolite stuff that I missed, I'm sorry. I know this was supposed to be a 100% run, but I failed. I failed miserably. But seriously, this footage is a year old. I kind of forgot I didn't do that, even though I swear I did. But anyway, one thing we will be finishing today is Kinstone Fusions. At last, we'll be finished with them. So very long. I think this started in part 4, and now it's part 22, so been quite a while. We've been doing this for most of the game, and not really getting much progress up until this point. But that is actually Kinstone Fusion number 94? I think so, yeah, 6 more. And this is one of these disappointing Beanstalks in which we have, nothing really of note, just mysterious shells and rupees. Which are, well, mysterious shells are helpful, not the rupees. But, yeah, I mean, of course, there is the fact that there is only one more heart piece left, and as I've said before, we've seen it, so if we see any more Beanstalks, they're not really going to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, other than mysterious shells, which, to be fair, I could purchase. Ah yes, and if you dig here, we get rupees, which again, I don't need. But let's just be lazy and skip over here. Why dash over the swamp when we can just skip straight over here to the Wind Crest? So there's nothing at the moment in Caster Wilds, but there is that one thing all the way over at the start of the area. Sigh. Or, not start, end of the area. I mean, if it were at the start, it would be easy, and I wouldn't mind one bit. There is, however, a Kinstone Fusion here. Yep, I'm down with this. Ooh, it's a red one as well. So this has got to be something good, right? Yes, of course, it's a Beanstalk. But as I just said, Beanstalk rewards really aren't going to be good anymore. We've seen the ones, and now these are only the decent ones. I mean, if I still get rupees, it would be great, because it's just rupees everywhere and more mysterious shells, which, in fairness, I do need. But not, well, okay, for a while longer, actually. Till the very end, I will have need of mysterious shells. And we get a large quiver for that. I actually forgot, so that was a good reward. Never mind, don't listen to me, I'm a doofus. Actually, that reminds me, I think I actually know what the item at the end here is. It should be another pretty good upgrade item, even if we do have to walk all the way over there to get it. Seriously, I wish there was a checkpoint here. It really needs one. Just right there, right next to this block that I just smashed. Should have been one right there. Ah well, here we get, indeed, a big bomb bag. So that's 99 bombs and 99 arrows. We got max of those, so yeah, I'm pretty happy. That was a pretty good run of that area. Got some good rewards. But now it's back to Mount Crenel for some rewards. Of course, there might be a Kinstone Fusion or two. You ever think of that, huh? You probably did, actually. But I don't think it's a very good Kinstone Fusion. I can't actually recall what it is, but of course it's right here. Hey, Forest Minish, how you going? How you doing? What you doing here? It really doesn't seem like a very good place to live. Thorns everywhere, dry, probably not a lot of food or anything to drink. Ah well, at least his reward is really close by. That's actually pretty nice of him. Thank you for existing near where that chest would appear. Of course, as I said before, I don't think... Do I have to do that every time? But as I said before, I don't think the reward is all that good. In fact, you could probably cover this one fairly easily, or fairly early, rather. Getting tongue-tied all over the place today. And most days. And 200 rupees. I was right, that wasn't all that good. Alright, well, time for some slightly better fusions. Down in Lake Hylia. See that guy over there, Junior? We're gonna talk to him. And we're gonna fuse with him. And you can't stop me, because I already did it. Oh, and that's a Minish road in the area I was just in. Nobody's paying attention to the fact that this is like the least efficient run of Minish Cap possible, right? No one minds, right, that I could be doing this a whole lot better, right? Okay, but anyway, Waveblade here, I believe, will not have a fusion until after you talk to Swiftblade first. Because, of course, he unlocks yet another Swiftblade dojo. But this one's special, and will not activate until the very end. At least it's in a nice, accessible spot. I like that. Accessible, not on a Minish road on top of a mountain. Though to be fair, the one we just unlocked, the treasure, that is actually pretty close to Malari's mine, so we can just go through there. And of course that spot is close to the Wind Crest, so we got a good quick travel point going. So that won't be too bad. Not nearly as bad as the one on top of the mountain with all the raindrops. I don't like that one's position at all, because there's no other reason to go back there. So here, we can buy a red potion. I only offer the blue potion for poor people. I'm probably not even going to use this red potion. I just need it to fill my bottles. But yeah, I'm probably not going to use it. I'm usually not too close to death in this playthrough, other than that one time. Alright, so this business scrub is the worst, and I hate him, because first off, I never remember he's here. Second off, you actually have to go and do another fusion with a different business scrub, if I remember correctly, which we did quite a while ago. He forms a golden enemy, but at least it's only a golden Octorok. And the last reason I don't like him is because he has 2 fusions. Thank goodness he's not fickle. But, whoops, that was a mistake. But, seems like a bit of an anticlimactic way to end this, but that was the final Kinstone fusion. Indeed, we are done! We're finished! With this random-ass business scrub in the middle of nowhere. We could have ended on Waveblade, but nope, I just decided to finish with rando scrub dude right here. Why? I don't know. That's kind of just how it fell, I guess. But we actually get a reward for this if we go and talk to Tingle. After all, he's been catching us up with our progress on Kinstone fusions. And if you talk to him twice... This is our reward... Question mark. Yep, we got a Tingle statue. It has all the Kinstone pieces embedded in it, I guess. You can look at those Kinstones that you're never going to fuse now that this side quest's done. I mean, I do get the satisfaction of knowing I never have to do this again in my life because I have completed the game on recording, so even if I didn't do the Picolite stuff, there's no need for me to actually do the Kinstone stuff myself. But, yeah, Tingle statue itself is kinda underwhelming. On the bright side, though, we can now finish up our sweep of the items. Not gonna go through, excuse me, rude. That area, it's a bit annoying to actually go through there to get to the point where I need to get to. Instead, I'm gonna take the seemingly longer way and go up the mountain yet again. See what I mean about inefficient? I really should have gotten the raindrop one earlier, but kinda didn't want to, and I probably forgot it existed, so I left it all the way until now, which I didn't have to, because we were by here earlier for this Beanstalk, which we were also... We also passed that up for a cave earlier and then didn't return to it. So we also missed this a while ago. And in all fairness, I complain about where it is, but once you actually get here, it's pretty easy, because it's just right here, and it's a blue Kinstone piece. You know, I swear I remember reading that Kinstones don't appear after you get all the Kinstone fusions. Of course, I might just be thinking about the mysterious shells, because I'm pretty sure those don't actually appear once you get all the figurines. Of course, I've never really run into that because, well, A, I've never collected all the figurines until now, and B, after I finished with the figurines here, I just was done with the game. So, yeah, didn't really discover whether or not mysterious shells were still in treasure boxes at this point. And again, I've collected everything, so what else is there to collect? Not really too much, actually. Just the stuff we missed, such as whatever item happens to be here. And, not too much other than that. Well, other than the Pico Light, which I've already said we've missed, and we're never gonna see it. Sorry guys, we're never gonna see that Pico Light. It's just gonna forever be away from our grasp. I've ruined this entire playthrough. I mean, I already know I ruined it from my lack of, wait, no, I think I'm thinking of Castle Crashers. Yeah, that's right, I ruined that one with my lack of core knowledge. God, I am just the worst LPer. I've ruined everything I've touched. Which, to be fair, isn't just for LPing stuff, but, yeah. Anyway, enough about self-deprecation. You don't actually have to do this. I just want to make sure that I didn't cross this entire thing by swimming and then discover that there wasn't shallow water. But there was shallow water, and now that I know that, we can just do this. Screw you, Lilypad, I don't need you anymore. Unless they're in the final dungeon, but I don't think Vaati has any Lilypads in his dungeon. Probably doesn't like plants too much. He just likes darkness. Hello, I am Vaati, and I like monsters and darkness, and also murdering people for the Light Force, which is just a magic thing. I don't even know if this stuff does, it just makes me a better magician, so I'm rolling with it. I forget what's in here, but I'm gonna bet it's a fairy fountain. Actually, no, there's one nearby, so... yeah, this is just more rupees just strewn about the room. I think that's also been open for a while, so... either those rupees respawn, or I haven't been there before, and have just missed out on a thing for quite a while. Pretty sure I don't remember going there, though. There's also probably another 200 rupees to the side, or some amount of rupees to the side, but I really didn't need those. And certainly you did not see that stealthy edit right there, in which I went to town to buy stuff so that I wouldn't max out on rupees yet again. I do that a lot. And we seem to be done with Trilby Highlands, so there are a few things we can do in Hyrule Town, and that includes one thing I've been putting off for a fair amount of time. Okay, actually not that long, I think, because this area right here, that's a 3-block, so yeah, we could have done this after the Temple of Droplets, because we don't actually need 4 Doylons. 1 Doylon is just pushing nothing. He's going to waste. And 4th Doylon is the 3rd wheel of the group, which is weird because you'd think that would be Doylon number 3. Either way, though, we are finally able to access this treasure chest. After many, many parts of this game, we at last get our reward for this little section. What could possibly be in this chest? What could our reward be for waiting all this time? 200 rupees! Well, that was, completely pointless. Very, very anticlimactic. Oh well, thanks for that. I'll go give him a suplex for you, dude. Oh well. Don't be too bothered by this reward. This reward, though, is better. 200 mysterious shells will be useful. We are actually getting close to, getting all the figurines, actually. Quite close indeed. But, before we move on to that, we have this Swiftblade dojo right here, with the final Swiftblade master. Or brother, rather. Also, I like this guy. Great Blade's pretty great. So, like, you want to meet the real Great Blade? And then he removes part of his hair, and he's scarred, and he's actually the real villain, but we have to train with him anyway. Yep. I'm just thinking about it, and this is great. He shouts spinning at you many, many times. That is the secret to improving our great spin attack. Just shout spinning over and over, like 6 to 8 times. Really really emphasize how much you're going to be spinning. But this is actually a very good upgrade. He is the last Swiftblade brother, and this one, unlike Swiftblade's final magazine, that is actually worthwhile. Because I was doing a fair amount of damage before, you know, I fucked up a moblin pretty badly, I've got to say, but with that, we can do quite a bit of damage. And I'm definitely going to be making use of that a few times. Luckily, you don't get dizzy either. That would make that attack a little more useless overall, but it's pretty good, and please don't let me ghost. Alright, since we're done with Kinstone Fusions, we know that there can't possibly be any rewards that we need to unlock, so Royal Valley time. And what do you know, we just skipped past the maze. I guess they just let you skip that, and certainly I didn't cut that out or anything. So, Joy Butterfly, the last one gives us the ability to swim faster, which, probably should have done this earlier because I think we actually just completed our last bout of swimming, maybe? Unless there's stuff at Lake Hylia, which there might be. Nowhere else. Yeah, there's that one thing there. Okay, we'll be getting some use out of this Joy Butterfly. Gonna swim a little bit. I don't think there's any water in the final dungeon, so we're not really gonna be using it for that. But, right here, watch this, we're gonna go fast now. Ooh, look at me go. Sure am swimming fast. Alright, well, that was great. Now I'm probably not really gonna swim ever again. And, where am I going? Past self, what are we even doing? Okay, so this area, there isn't any shallow water where we need to go, so this time we do need to take the lily pad to get this final treasure. And as long as you don't go to the next screen, none of the pesto bugs will appear, so hooray! That's done, and we didn't really have anyone interfering with us. And now that we've pretty much completed the item sweep, we return to Hyrule Town. After all, we still have that one piece of heart we have yet to get, and that is going to be fairly important. So, let's hop on over to the figurine area. Of course, I haven't really been here, or at least shown it on camera, since we first entered, but now I'm going to step in and get the final figurine, for now. Hey Karloff, how's it going? So, oh by the way, look at the probability here. 1 shell for 1%. If you want a guaranteed new figurine, you need to give 100 mysterious shells. You can probably see why I don't really care for the 50 drops or treasure chests now, don't you? And the last one is Karlov. Oh, and wow, he seems very modest. Wow, you collected the best figurine in the game. Congratulations! So, there are a few more figurines left, but we don't get those until the post-game. Most of them are spoiler-related. But, for now, we can talk to this man over here. I said talk, not shoot him with a sword laser. Oh, good for you. Check this out, somehow. Whoa! You did it! Now, what he says here, he mentions that you have the legendary Karloff medal, but you don't actually have that item. That's why I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to get this until the post-game. Again, I'm glad that's not the case, but because you don't technically get a complete set until post-game, it doesn't really make sense. Nonetheless, though, you can get it now and get 200 rupees, and another 200 rupees. How much you want to bet this is yet another 200 rupees? Oh, it was! 600 rupees in all, none of which I actually needed. Got a piece of heart. That is number 44, the final one, and now we have 2 complete lines of hearts. And this last phonograph is actually the sound test of the game. Some pretty good quality for a phonograph. I'm not going to cycle through all of the tracks or anything, but, you know, here it is, that's how it functions. So, that's the mysterious house which has been locked up until this point, and now it is unlocked. And with that, we're pretty much done with items. As I've said before, there are a few things in the post-game, and, of course, there's the Picolite, but other than that stuff, we are done. And I think we're about ready to take on Vaati. I mean, to be fair, we were ready to take him on before, but now we're even more ready, so I believe it's time to finish this. We're gonna do what we probably should have done the moment it became a problem, and take down Vaati for good. Next time on The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap, we enter the final dungeon, Dark Hyrule Castle. That man, however, will not. He's still going to be quite unaware of the situation.